When it comes to carry-on travel, most people think it's all about packing light and avoiding checked bag fees. But what if I told you that most travelers get it wrong? A shocking 44% of travelers have faced unexpected fees because of carry-on mistakes, and 60% of people don't realize their carry-ons are too big until it's too late. Even more surprising? Airlines won't warn you about these mistakes, they let you find out the hard way. In this video, we're going to reveal the hidden rules and tricks that will help you avoid these costly slip-ups. You'll learn how to pack smarter, how to fit everything you need in a carry-on, and how to breeze through security like a pro. Say goodbye to stress, fees, and wasted time at baggage claim. Stay tuned for tips that could completely change the way you travel. Chapter 1. The hidden rules of carry-ons, what they don't tell you. When you book your flight, it seems like the carry-on policies are straightforward. Bring one bag, and it's free. But, as you'll soon find out, things are not always that simple. Did you know that airlines don't always measure your bag before you board? In fact, many travelers find themselves caught by surprise when they get to the gate and their bag is suddenly deemed too large. The first rule you need to know is that there are two kinds of carry-on measurements: the physical size of the bag and the weight. Most airlines give you a size limit for your carry-on, either by inches or by volume, usually around 22 by 14 by 9 inches. But what they don't always mention is that the bag's weight also matters. Depending on the airline, your carry-on can't exceed 15 to 22 pounds, 7 to 10 kilograms. Anything heavier could be flagged for check-in. Here's the kicker. Many budget airlines don't even have clear guidelines for what constitutes an acceptable carry-on size. They often leave it to the gate agents to decide. That's why it's smart to know exactly what's allowed before you go. Don't just assume every airline is the same. A helpful tip? Weigh your bag at home before heading to the airport. You can easily find small, portable scales online for less than $20. It's a small investment to save you from those unexpected fees. And if your bag looks too large, try removing a few items or rearranging them to make it fit within the limits. Chapter 2. Packing light. The overlooked strategy for stress-free travel. Packing light isn't just about cramming everything into a tiny bag. It's about strategic thinking. The goal isn't to bring as little as possible, it's to bring just enough. Travel expert Rick Steves says, packing light is like freedom. It's the ultimate form of independence. The trick is to think multi-purpose. For example, choose clothing that can be mixed and matched. A versatile jacket can serve as both a light outer layer for chilly flights and a nice jacket for dinners out. Instead of packing a separate pair of shoes for every occasion, bring one versatile pair that can go with multiple outfits. One method that's becoming more popular is the capsule wardrobe. The idea is to pack only items that all go together. Stick to neutral colors, so your pieces can be mixed and matched with ease. A study by the Global Business Travel Association revealed that over 30% of business travelers now rely on capsule wardrobes. If it works for them, it can work for you too. Don't forget about packing cubes, they're a game changer. These small, breathable bags help organize your clothes and keep your carry-on looking neat. You'll save time searching for things, and you'll avoid wrinkles. Also, consider how you pack. Roll your clothes, not fold them. According to the American Institute of Travel, rolling saves space and reduces wrinkles. This is a simple hack that can make your bag feel twice as roomy. For toiletries, choose solid versions of liquids like shampoo bars, soap, and even deodorant. These count as non-liquid items, which means you can avoid the sauce liquid restrictions. It's both space-saving and practical. One surprising fact: a study by the University of California found that the average traveler only uses about 40% of what they pack. It's clear that most of us overpack. Instead, try this rule: if I don't need it today, I don't need it tomorrow. Chapter 3. Is your carry-on too big? The in-between zone you've never heard of. Here's a sneaky problem that most travelers face: the in-between bag. It's not small enough to be a personal item, but it's also not large enough to fit under the plane size restrictions. These bags can cause a lot of headaches, especially with airlines that are notorious for strict size checks. The trick to avoid paying extra fees is understanding the nuances of airline measurements. Many travelers are unaware that overhead bin size restrictions can differ by aircraft type. A Boeing 737, for instance, may have a slightly smaller bin than an Airbus A320. In this case, knowing your aircraft model could save you from last-minute surprises. If you're unsure whether your bag qualifies, use a carry-on size checker at home. These tools are typically available online or at the airport. The best part? Many airlines provide a printable version of their size guidelines. It's always worth checking before your trip. If your carry-on falls into this too big category, consider using a collapsible bag. These bags can expand to fit your essentials but can shrink down to meet the requirements when needed. One of the best brands for this is the Samsonite Flex, which allows travelers to adjust their bag size depending on how much they pack. Here's an interesting statistic. A report by the International Air Transport Association, IATA, shows that 40% of airline delays are related to luggage problems. By traveling with only a carry-on, you'll avoid contributing to this issue. You'll be on and off the plane faster, and your bag will be one less thing for airline staff to worry about. If you're forced to gate check a larger bag, make sure to pack your valuables, electronics, and medications in a smaller bag. That way, you won't have to worry about the risks of checked luggage. If you're finding these tips helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We'll keep delivering more great travel hacks to make your journeys smoother. Chapter 4. The empty bag secret. Why less is more when you fly? If you think packing light means filling every inch of your carry-on, think again. One of the smartest strategies for carry-on travel is leaving a little bit of room to spare. Many seasoned travelers recommend the empty bag approach, and it's a game changer. Why? Well, consider this. With extra space, you're prepared for anything. Maybe you pick up souvenirs, or you end up needing to store an extra layer of clothing when the temperature changes. By leaving a small section of your bag empty, you can easily accommodate these unexpected items. Another perk is that an empty bag helps you stay organized. Packing everything tightly might sound efficient, but it can actually lead to a chaotic mess when you need something quickly. Having some space means you can pack things strategically, with certain items reserved for quick access. It's also about the flexibility. You don't want to find yourself scrambling when you buy a duty-free item or a new book at the airport. Plus, having that empty space can save you when your bag's contents start to expand unexpectedly. Many travelers report that having extra room helps them stay calm, even in stressful moments. Statistics show that travelers who use this strategy are more likely to be able to avoid fees and make it through airport security without unnecessary delays. According to a report by the Travel Industry Association, 65% of travelers admit they overpack, leading to inconvenience and added costs. By leaving some space, you can avoid these issues. Plus, think about comfort. A too tight carry-on can make it difficult to move around, causing awkward shifting and squishing of your belongings. Extra space means a smoother travel experience. Chapter 5. Your bag's first-class ticket. Unlock the secret of smart packing. You don't have to be a luxury traveler to pack like one. By learning the art of smart packing, you can transform your carry-on from a basic bag to a first-class piece of luggage. It all comes down to strategy, organization, and choosing the right packing tools. Start with packing cubes. These small zippered bags help keep your items organized and prevent things from getting jumbled. You'll find your shirts, socks, and jackets neatly packed, and you won't waste time searching for your toothbrush. Travel expert Jessica Sanders calls them the ultimate packing hack. She explains that with packing cubes, everything stays in its place, saving you time and stress. Next, think about your tech. With the rise of digital devices, packing cords and accessories can be a nightmare. Instead of tossing chargers into your bag, invest in a tech organizer. These small pouches keep your cables, earbuds, and electronics in check. Not only will this save space, but it also prevents frustrating tangles that can eat up your time. For your clothes, try to stick with the minimalist approach. The more you bring, the more you'll have to deal with. According to travel experts, the key to smart packing is having clothing that works for multiple occasions. That versatile blazer can go from a business meeting to dinner out, while your sneakers are just as comfortable on a walk as they are at the airport. One simple piece of advice: Roll your clothes. A study conducted by the University of California found that rolling clothes saves up to 30% more space than folding. So, ditch the folding and embrace rolling for a smoother, more efficient packing experience. Don't forget about travel accessories. Items like a neck pillow, eye mask, and reusable water bottle can turn an average flight into a much more comfortable one. Keep them in easy-to-reach pockets, and you'll be able to relax instantly. Chapter 6. The 5-Minute Miracle. How to breeze through security with your carry-on. Airport security can be one of the most stressful parts of flying. But it doesn't have to be. With a few simple strategies, you can breeze through security in 5 minutes or less, even with a carry-on. The first step? Be prepared. This means having your liquids and gels in a clear, resealable bag. And don't forget about the 3-1-1 rule. 3.4-ounce, 100-milliliter containers, 1 bag per passenger, and 1 quart-sized bag. It sounds simple, but many travelers forget this crucial step and end up wasting time at the security checkpoint. Another tip: wear slip-on shoes. You'll be asked to remove them, and choosing shoes that are easy to slip on and off can save you precious minutes. A study by the Transportation Security Administration, TSA, found that most delays at security checkpoints happen because passengers take too long to remove shoes, belts, and jackets. By preparing ahead of time, you can avoid holding up the line. Next, stay organized. Put your laptop or tablet in a separate bin, as this is required for screening. Many travelers forget this and end up scrambling at the last minute. A smart traveler always places their electronics in an easily accessible spot for quick removal. Keeping your personal items together, wallet, keys, etc., in one small pouch will make it easier when you reach the X-ray machine. Pre-check programs, such as TSA PreCheck, can also help you avoid the long lines. These services allow you to skip certain procedures, like removing your shoes or belt. While these programs do require a fee, they can be well worth the time saved, especially for frequent flyers. Here's an interesting statistic. Travelers with TSA PreCheck wait an average of 5 minutes or less at security, compared to the 20-minute wait for regular travelers. That's a huge time-saving advantage. Finally, if you're flying internationally, make sure you understand the specific security rules for the country you're flying to. Every country has different regulations, and knowing these details ahead of time can save you from frustrating delays. If you're enjoying these tips, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more travel secrets that'll make your life easier. Safe travels.